featuring my cute husband. His hair is a little out of control. You've seen me highlight it, I think, once here on YouTube, and we are going to be doing it again today. His hair is a little bit longer this time, and he's wanting to grow it out. So I'm going to give you tips on foiling long hair on men, and we're going to give you tips on styling long curly hair on men as well. Are you excited?
Very.
All right, you guys, so I am now mixing up his formula. We are here in the back room. We are going to be using Goldwell Silk Lift with 20 volume, and we're going to be using a little bit of Olaplex as well. I'm just going to mix this up to a really thin consistency. I really like my liner to be really thin and easier to work with, and then we're gonna go start baby lighting.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care.
Okay, so this is the parting that I like to do. I'm only doing the top half of his head, so we are just doing 2 sections in the front and then 1 in the back. And a little tip for foiling long hair on men, especially if their hair is curly like my husband's, is to flat iron it first. That way it's a little easier to work with. So that's what we did first, and now I am taking a triangular section in the back and I am baby lighting up on an angle, and then I am going to transition into the front of the head.
Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything.
The nice thing about foiling a man's head is that you don't necessarily have to worry about face framing or money pieces unless they absolutely request it. So I am just going to be doing foils up the part, meeting in the middle, and I am just going off of where his natural hair falls and lays. He doesn't necessarily have a part because he parts it differently every day, so that makes it kind of nice because there doesn't really need to be a uniform pattern to this.
Close by the stormy seas, oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world.
To tone, I am using Redken Shades EQ 9NB, and we are not doing a root tap or smudge on him today. I have done that in the past on him when we do highlights, but he kind of just wanted these beachy, blonde surfer boy curls and the blonde hair to go with it, so I just figured let's skip the root tap and just give you that blonde hair you're wanting. So I am just using that toner, working it in, and then I'm going to be immediately following that with purple shampoo. The 9NB is the perfect formula because it's just a neutral beige, keeps his hair bright. He kind of likes some more golden blonde anyway, so I decided not to tone him down with too many ash tones, and we are just going to see what this does.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
To style him, I always end up using Kevin Murphy's Killer Curls. He has very curly hair, which can sometimes be frizzy, so the Killer Curls help maintain the frizz. It kind of combats that and smooths it down, as well as helps define the curl. So I just rake that through his hair, and then I usually like to take my fingers and twist it out to define the curls, and then I'll also scrunch his hair with my fingers as well. And to finish it off, we just use a little hairspray to keep it in place.
Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own.
Okay, you guys, we are all done with his hair. We gave him man lights, we styled it up a little bit, we trimmed him. His hair was a little harder to style than I thought it would be, so he ended up doing it himself, but we love it. What do you think? Let me know if you need tips on highlighting men's hair, and don't forget to like and subscribe.